In a small hut at the edge of the village lived a young boy named Obidiegu. He was gentle, he was obedient, but above all, he was curious. He asked questions older people avoided. Why does thunder strike some trees and not others? Why do elders say lightning is a message? Does Amadioha choose who to judge? His mother, Mwanyoma, would smile and say, "My son, thunder does not strike without reason. Even gods have rules." But his father, Obuefi Nana, a proud warrior, believed otherwise. A child should fear thunder, not question it. Still, Obidiegu continued to wonder. Little did he know, one day his questions would force him to stand in front of the god himself. In those days, Obosi was led by a wise king, Eze Nwakonobi. But his age was beginning to show. His potential successor was the richest and most influential man in the kingdom, Chief Okwanze, a man whose smile was warm, but whose heart was cold. He had wealth, he had power, he had influence, but he wanted more. He wanted the throne, even if it meant bending tradition and bending the truth. And in the land governed by thunder, lying is the most dangerous sin. Every new chief must swear an oath before the shrine of Amadioha. You will rule with fairness. You will protect the weak. You will not shed innocent blood. You will never lie to the gods. As Okwanze touched the sacred ram horn, thunder rumbled lightly in the sky, a warning. But he ignored it, because in his heart he kept a dark secret. He had already arranged to poison anyone who stood in his way. The night after the oath, a loud crack of lightning hit the center of the village square. People rushed out with palm oil lamps and calabashes of water. In the burnt sand, they found a message. The heart of the kingdom is no longer clean. Fierce spread like wildfire. When Eze Nwakonobi heard the news, he coughed heavily and said, "We must watch Okwanze. The gods have spoken." But in the shadows, Obidiegu whispered, "I feel something coming. Thunder does not warn for nothing." One afternoon, Obidiegu wandered into the forest to fetch firewood. There he saw a tall man dressed in pure white, standing beside a tree. His eyes glowed faintly, his arms were strong, and his voice sounded like muffled thunder. "Come here, child," the man said. Obidiegu froze. The man smiled gently. "I have watched you. You ask questions nobody dares to ask." Who are you?" the boy asked. The stranger lifted his hand. A spark of lightning danced between his fingers. "I am the one your people call when they seek justice. I am Amadioha." Then he disappeared into thin air, and the forest fell silent. The next night, Obidiegu dreamed of the same man. This time, the god spoke with urgency. "Darkness is coming. A man of lies wants to sit on the throne. If he rules, innocent blood will flow." The boy trembled. "What must I do?" "You must watch him, and when the time comes, you must speak. Truth only needs one voice." And thunder woke the boy up. Soon, the elders organized a feast to honor the old king. Chief Okwanze brought wine. Too much wine. He laughed, he danced, he served everyone himself. But Obidiegu noticed something strange. He served the chiefs from one pot and the king from another pot. The boy's heart raced. Was this the darkness the god warned about? He tried to speak, but his father pulled him back. "Keep quiet, boy. This is an elders' meeting." Obidiegu watched helplessly. The king drank the wine. Moments later, he collapsed. People shouted, chaos erupted. But Chief Okwanze stood still, pretending to be shocked. At the king's burial, Chief Okwanze made a declaration. "The king died from old age. Let no one speak foolishness." Everyone murmured, but nobody challenged him. Except one voice, a young voice. Obidiegu stepped forward. "That is a lie. I saw what you did." The crowd gasped. Okwanze's face changed. "You dare accuse a chief?" The boy answered, "I speak what I saw, and the thunder knows the truth." Instantly, a loud rumble echoed across the sky. Everyone fell silent. According to tradition, anyone accused of lying before the gods must stand in the open square at dawn. If thunder strikes, they are guilty. If not, they are innocent. Okwanze laughed and agreed. But inside, fear gripped him because he knew the truth. On the morning of the trial, the whole kingdom gathered. The sky darkened. The winds grew cold. The priest raised his staff. "Let the God of justice decide." Okwanze stood in the center of the square, sweating. Thunder cracked once, warning. Cracked twice, anger. Cracked 3 times. And lightning struck the ground at Okwanze's feet. He fell to his knees, screaming. The people shouted in fear, "Amadioha has spoken." With his clothes scorched, Okwanze cried out, "Yes, I killed the king. I wanted the throne. Forgive me." But the priest shook his head. "Forgiveness is not mine to give." As Okwanze wept, lightning struck again, this time hitting the sacred ram horn. The message was clear. Justice demanded its price. As that cloud circled, the priest declared, "Okwanze will not die by human hands. The sky will judge him." By midday, thunder rolled like heavy drums. Okwanze tried to run, but lightning followed him. People watched as a final bolt struck him down. He fell beside the shrine of honesty. And the land grew quiet. Not long after Okwanze's fall, rain began to pour over Obusi. Heavy, strong, pure. Elders said, "This is the rain of cleansing. The land is clean again." Obidiegu stood outside, letting the rain fall on his face. He felt no fear, only peace. That night, the stranger appeared again, glowing softly like moonlight mixed with lightning. "You have done well." "But why me?" the boy asked. "I am only a child." "Because justice does not need power. It needs truth. And truth can live in any heart." The god placed his hand on the boy's shoulder. "When you grow, You will guide your people. You will remind them that thunder is not just anger, it is order. Then he vanished. Years passed. Obidiegwu grew into a wise leader, fair and courageous. Whenever someone lied, whenever someone stole, whenever the innocent cried out, a soft rumble of thunder was heard in the distance. Not to destroy, not to frighten, but to remind the people, justice is watching, always. And so the legend of Amadioha lived on, the God who judged men by thunder and protected the pure in heart.